Hey everyone, and welcome to the Jed Said Therapy channel, where a little awareness goes a long way. Have you ever felt like someone who knows very little about a topic is way too confident about it? Or maybe you've just doubted yourself, even though you're actually pretty good at what you're doing? Well, stay tuned. The answer as to why that happens is just a few seconds away. All right, welcome back. That didn't take long. Before we continue, be sure to push all the good buttons that you see on the screen. And without further ado, let's talk about the Dunning-Kruger Effect. Today, we're going to dive in it, explore what it is, why it happens, how you might recognize it, and even how it's impacting you or the people around you. The Dunning-Kruger Effect comes from research by psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger. They found that people with low ability in an area tend to overestimate their own competence. Meanwhile, people who are highly skilled often underestimate their expertise. They just assume others know as much as they do. This just happened last night to me. I don't value cooking, so I haven't put a lot of time into figuring out how to do it, really. So regardless, last night I was hungry and the family needed to be fed. I thought to myself, Jed, make some dinner. So I popped open the fridge and saw that my wife had a flat steak sitting there. I watched a YouTube from That Dude Can Cook, and I cooked this flat steak, and it was delicious. Hey, cooking's not that hard. It's pretty easy. Oh, so right there, bam, overconfidence. That's one of the red flags of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Just right there in action, in my own world. So why does this happen? Well, when we're just starting out, we don't know enough to recognize what we don't know. I'll say that again. When we're just learning something, we don't know enough to recognize what we don't know about whatever it is we're learning, which is basically why we think we know it. But as we learn more, we start to understand how much we don't know, which explains why the older people get, the more they tend to think they know less. And the younger people are, the more they think they know. The good news here is awareness is the first step to growth. If you find yourself being overconfident, ask for feedback. Or you can even compare yourself with people who are skilled, experts. An expert, by the way, according to Malcolm Gladwell in the book Outliers, takes 10,000 hours deliberately focusing on it. 3 hours a day for 10 years. And hey, for fun, let's go over a few different red flags that'll help you recognize when you or someone you know might be in the middle of this Dunning-Kruger effect. Number one is they're overconfident with limited experience. Number two is they think they're golden. They can't even recognize what they don't know. And number three, they'll pish-posh other people, who are experts, who have actually put time and concentrated, focused effort into the craft or the skill. They'll pish-posh whatever those people have to say. They'll downplay it. Turns out we're pretty tricky with the way we think. But hey, what do you think about all this? Have you noticed the Dunning-Kruger effect in your life or in other people? I'd love to hear your stories. Lastly, I'm glad you're here. I hope you learned something. If you want to find more information, go to the website, www.jedsaidtherapy.com. And until next time, awareness up.